Now that we've talked about the physics of racing lines, let's talk about how to learn them and get consistent with them. This is one of the best ways to get racing lines memorized and consistent. Turn on the racing line and follow it. Take the track very slowly, start by going even slower than I am in this clip, and make all of your turns very smooth. Try to limit each corner to only turning in once and only straightening out the wheel once. Don't bounce the wheel while turning. Keep from turning the steering wheel too much. As you get more comfortable and consistent, you can start going faster, but make sure to constantly keep your mind on the racing lines. Throttle and brake will come more naturally than knowing when to turn and how much to turn. You can never do too much of this. I've done it for several hours in total, and I still see improvements every time I slow down to do this. After learning the racing lines on a track, now you need to learn the braking points and how much throttle to use on exit. The way you can learn the braking points is hitting the brakes full power really early. Once you have the knowledge of how fast the car can stop, you can push that braking point further and further back until now you're going too deep, so that you can bring it back a little bit and hit the apex on every single turn. The way you can learn how much throttle to use on exit is by stabbing the gas. If you hold the gas down, you can start a spin without even knowing it, and by the time you do know it, it's unfixable. But by stabbing the gas, you can figure out how much throttle you can use, and by letting off that gas, it will allow you to restabilize the car every single time. This is an example of overdriving the car, what you could end up doing naturally if you stop focusing on racing lines. You can think you're going fast because you're braking so late, but if you don't hit the racing lines, you're not actually going fast. You can tell that I'm missing every apex because of how late I'm hitting the brakes. If you memorize the racing lines and learn them slow, you won't have this problem. You can also see that I'm getting on the throttle too early in some corners, and I'm having to let off the throttle later to actually make the corner. This will hinder my exit speed. Try to make it smooth getting on the throttle and corner exit. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next we'll be talking about wet weather racing and how the racing lines are changed because of the rain.